In the Wooster City Hall Opera House, Mayor Jeffries, the prisoners, witnesses and attorneys already occupy seats on the stage. Newsman George Kettler is sitting in the center front row of the audience, notepad in hand.
Sir, I don't think any more people are coming. Should I get things started?
There's hardly anybody here. How many do you think there are?
I don't know. Not like we were selling tickets. I had guessed 200 or so.
I thought we were going to get a full house. This is disappointing. Damn Massonis! Let's get this show over with.
All rise. In the presence of the flag of our country, emblem of our Constitution, and remembering the principles for which they stand, the Mayor's Court in the city of Wooster, within the great state of Ohio, is now in session with the Honorable Mayor Lemuel Jeffries presiding. Please be seated.
At the Wooster Republican newspaper office, George Kettler is sitting writing furiously at his desk when a press room man gently knocks and enters the door.
Mr. Kettler, we're going to need those pages if you want to get them typeset in time for this evening's edition.
Right. Just a few more words, and it's all yours.
Did they pin the murder on the poor man?
Not this time. Everybody could see it was a clear case of self-defense. And before Jeffries went on stage, members of the Wayne County Bar clearly reminded the mayor he had to follow the law.
Betty didn't like that.
He took it on the chin, but everybody gave him his time on stage and let him decree that he heard all the evidence offered on both sides, that in his vast experience he did not need to review it, and immediately declared it was a case of self-defense and that no grand jury or petit jury would ever indict George or Mary Massoni. He declared Mr. and Mrs. Massoni discharged from custody and free to go home. Not enough evidence to convict them.
Is it true nobody went to the Italian's burial?
Sadly, yes. After getting word from the mayor, Lehman closed the public viewing, put the body in a cheap coffin, loaded it up on Will Bevington's wagon, and drove out to Wooster Cemetery. Sexton Forney already had a spot open in Potter's Field. I was there to see who might show up, but nobody came. They just lowered the coffin into the ground and covered him over. Not a prayer was offered, a song sang, or a word said.
That's plain sad. Boys in the press room said some of the Italian's countrymen were very upset that he was interred in a Protestant cemetery.
Since none of them came forward or interested themselves in his arrangements, they have no cause to complain.
Well, the boys went on to say Andrew Massaro, the fruit dealer, knew the man's correct name and his Italian home.
What'd he say it was?
Not sure if I can pronounce it right, but said it was Nicolo Auzino di Rocca of Romana, Provingia Caserta.
Let me write that down. That's a great ending for my story. And with that addition, these pages are now ready for the typesetter.